Hello everybody, it's Elena. The project I'm sharing with you today is a card I made for the August challenge of Glue Gun Chronicles, and I'm proud of how it turned out, although it's a bit weird. I will explain you why in a second, you will see. And I'm proud because my suspicion that I can't work with paper has been proved right, because I really can't work with paper. I mean, I can cut a piece of paper, add embellishments to it, but not make a proper project, because when I have to work with paper, I can stare at a piece of paper for ages and my mind goes blank. I don't have any inspiration, I don't have any ideas, and it is funny because one of the kind of crafting I admire the most is paper crafts, from cards to explosion boxes, and I hope one day I can come up with some ideas and that my mind goes to work and works and allows me to have inspiration and make something. So for the time being, I'm happy with my card. It is the first one I made. Like I said, it is quite weird because it is huge, and also because I realized in the end it's not made how the majority of cards I've seen are. The inner part, the smaller part, when you can write, should have been on the front, because in this way, because I've always seen smaller parts here or around the card, while in this case, being inside, it makes it all look like a booklet that lost inner pages. But well, in any case, it's my first attempt, so this is it. And I'm not sharing it because of the style, because I know this style is not popular at all. It is grunge industrial and it is not well loved, but I'm sharing it nonetheless because I hope the explanation of the technique I used to make it can inspire someone. Of course, I didn't invent anything. It must be, I didn't watch videos about using this technique, but it must be a technique that hundreds of crafters use. So it's nothing I invented. And also the reason why I went for this style is because first I like it, and it comes natural to me. So I didn't want to have two challenges, one working with paper and the other using a style I'm not familiar with, such as mixed media. So I used 2 sheets of paper coming from a sketch album, so they're very thick, and I distressed all the edges, all the sides, sorry, with this tool. And luckily I had some things that I can use on paper, because I bought them for my very first project, which was a bag, and it was covered in paper, because I can do that much. I mean, add paper to boxes, but that's it for now. So I start from the inside because there's not much to tell. I put a coat of gesso on the inside page of the inner page and the outer too, because it prevents the paper from getting too soaked by water-based colors. And on the inside, after the gesso was dried, I just sprayed here and there and used distressed inks for the corners and the border here. Well, again, I zoom in a lot because I made this video before, but it was a mess because the colors are not dark, they blend together a lot, and the light is not so helpful, and I wanted to show the details, or else there's no point in showing this thing. After the gesso was dried, I applied on the outside a coat of acrylic paint. It was light blue veering on silver, and I applied it by sponging it with a natural sponge, but the sponge was quite just a little bit wet, because I didn't want the paper to soak and the color to be too thin. And then when it was dried, the first thing I did was gluing this image. The inspiration came exactly from this image I found on Pinterest and from my all-time favorite song. You can see lyrics of it here. They say 2 words and in between, and I put this in the end. Of course, I lettered it with a Tim Holtz stencil, and like I said, the inspiration came from that because of the look of these guys. It's a beautiful guy, and you can't see it very well, but it has like yellow eyes, and made me think of someone coming from another planet, or between worlds. So I decided I put it first, I glue it before doing anything else, because I wanted it to be covered in a slight mist, as if it coming from another dimension, or so I imagined. And so I didn't cover the image with foil or with plastic, because I wanted it to have some mist, but I had to protect it as I was spraying around, so I used my hands. I put a handle like this when I was spraying here, a hand like this when I was spraying the top, and my hands turned out awful. Probably you can see some colors is still there, although I tried to rub it away with alcohol, and it will go away eventually. And then after gluing the image, I started using stencils and a thick modeling textured paste, which gave this rough effect because it is grainy. It's like mortar, and I used that paste for the lettering here, the cracked glass on the corner, the wall, the brick wall here, and the numbers here and across the top. Then I used another small stencil by Tim Holtz. It has a delicate pattern. They are small and they come in a set of 3. But in this case I didn't use the modeling paste. I've used acrylic gesso because I didn't want it to stand out too much. I just wanted it to blend with the rest of the card. And I think you can see, I hope you can see it here and around the frame, around the picture, a little bit here in the corner, in the other corner. And then I embossed 3 pieces, chipboard, and 2 metal pieces, the corner and the key. And I embossed them all black, in black, not because I wanted black elements, you can see actually they're sprayed everywhere, but because I wanted to tone down their colors. This was exactly the color of the usual color of chipboard, and it didn't go well with the rest. They were too shiny because their color was brass, and this is why I embossed them in black. And then I started spraying everything. I've used the colors blend. I hope you can see it because, like I said, the light and everything, the colors blended together beautifully. Let me zoom in, if you can see. They really blended together beautifully. There's a stain I wanted and I left because it is grunge, and I really love how they blended together. Let me show you the colors I've used. And first I've used this one is green, it's homemade. Then I've used homemade purple, and then to give, they're not shiny at all, they're made with acrylic paint, water, and the cheap cologne I used to prevent the pump to from clogging, sorry. And as you can see, then there's the sheer mist, some metallic shimmer to everything, and I obtained that result by using Cosmic Shimmer. This is teal, and this one is gorgeous too. It's bronze blush. You can see here it looks like a pale purple. Instead, it gives a beautiful light bronzy color, like, let me see where it shows more, something like here. I hope you can see the shade. And finally, as I wanted to give a very light touch of gold, I've used this one. And as I talk very well, I speak very well of products I'm really satisfied with, I also want to warn people against products that are rip-offs. This one is not homemade, it is a golden metallic spray. It didn't come in this bottle. Well, I don't know if this Italian brand, La Stamperia, sells online or not, whether they sell abroad or not, because I just purchased some things in a nearby shop. But in case they do, they make gorgeous papers, other items, but please be careful if they sell and you buy this kind of colors, the glittery colors. I tried once with, it was iridescent purple, and this time too with gold, and they cost about €5 per bottle. The bottle is really smaller. This is not the original one, of course. And as soon as you buy it, you take it home, you try to use it, they're clogged. There's no way to use the original bottle, absolutely. So I had to transfer it in another bottle, a bigger one, add lots of alcohol, the cheap cologne I used, and then it worked. So I say rip off, not because you go broke for €5, but like I said, because when you buy something, you want to use it. You don't want to go through another process of pouring it in another bottle, add alcohol and all, and hoping, cross your fingers, that it doesn't clog and such. So I will never buy this kind of products from them, never. And okay, just the last touch. Well, like I said, the lettering came for last, and I just added a piece of gold black trim just to finish it off. And I thank you very much for watching. I hope you like it, and the process, the explanation of the process can help someone, can inspire someone. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.